I would like to say congratulations to the Flying Super Eagles of Nigeria for their recent collecting of the African Cup of Nations, aka Nations Cup.
Nations Cup.
Yes.
AFCON.
AFCON.
Thank you.
Do you know that at a point in the course of this tournament, I tested my citizenship of this country? But do you also know that in this same tournament, the country, Nigeria as a whole, came together in collectiveness to pray and support the team?
You don't repeat now, do? Let me make one confession before I begin to expect too much from me.
You don't like
I don't know the name of one single player we play for that team we win the Nations Cup. I watched my own Nations Cup on Twitter. I watched my own Nations Cup on Twitter. The only thing when I do watch there be when person tweets goal, another person tweet now wow, okay, she changed this guy now. That was how I watched my own Nations Cup.
How you got all that guy?
See,
I'm very angry.
I'm gonna be honest.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I'm gonna be honest.
What do you mean?
Since 1992, when we played that Italian IT, I was in I don't have to secondary school then. No, there was one match we played in 1992. 94, USA 94, where Italy. I was in secondary school then. That was the last time I watched Nigeria play. And I told myself I wasn't going to watch them again.
Why?
Because I was heartbroken as a young boy. The tension I went into that match with, it was unbearable, and I was heartbroken. And these people fought gallantly.
Who fought gallantly?
The Nigerian
team. Why are you not heartbroken?
Wait now. I was heartbroken. See, now I had blood pressure. I don't want to die quickly. I watched Atlanta 96 and I was proud. After then, and I said, okay, maybe I could go back, I could forgive them. Then recently, when I started seeing our players play with no hearts, with no love of country, with no purpose, like say they were overfed, I now laxed into, this state of I can't care anymore. So that was how I approached this Nations Cup. I think we lost one match during the beginning.
We never lost any match.
We never lost any match.
All our matches were draw. We had 2 draws and 4 wins.
Okay, maybe now those draws when I see during the qualification test, I was heartbroken. Say Nigeria, you need to be a mathematician to know whether they go qualify
or not.
Next thing.
Because at that point, we made the program. So if Nigeria goes to
this one will happen.
Draw, that means we will go on goal points.
And I've never been good at maths. I did tell you. So that was why for this particular Nations Cup, when he reached the stage where they begin plot mass, who go win these people, this one go this one. I just said, man, forget it, I'm out. Let me just watch on Twitter. And I thank God I watched on Twitter. When they won, I retweeted it. Goal. I'm proud to be Nigerian. That's how far I'm
ashamed with you.
But
I'm ashamed with you. Look, but seriously, this is the thing. Even when we played our first matches, I wasn't really impressed with the Nigerian team. No, I was far from impressed. I was like, what is this now? These boys are not playing with heart. They're not playing with heart. But along the line, when they played Ivory Coast, have you seen Barcelona in Africa before? Super Eagles became Barcelona in Africa. They began to knock Drogba turned to puppet. They run up and down. They look for. In fact, Drogba they look for referee head. Blow. And you know what really annoyed me? This was my anger. Do you know that the officials from NFA that went with them to Nations Cup, when they did the draws and were to play Ivory Coast, all of them left. They said that Nigeria will not qualify. they don't already book return tickets for the boys. So yeah, now go lose this game when they come house.
Seriously.
Yes, they all left. They did not have faith in the boys that they were going to win. And that's why those boys played their heart. That's why I said I have never seen. I say it with all pride. I have never seen a Nigerian team this good since 1994.
That's true. I kind of want to agree with you. Then, which brings me to one issue: the coach,
Uncle Keshi, the boss, Super Eagles himself.
You see, I like the fact that a lot of people didn't believe in him, that he was going to pull through.
Yes.
You know, that brings me back to this our neo-colonialistic mentality. Say, if it's not white, then it's trash. If no be white, I say now I read somewhere that they want make Keshi work under a foreign, a white-skinned. Rumor. It hasn't been confirmed.
Never be confirmed. Because Keshi will not do it.
Okay.
Keshi will not
No.
do it. Never be confirmed.
Then I heard also that it was criticized. They said something. It made an utterance about European coaches being money grabbers and things like that, and a lot of people were condemning.
No, but he's correct.
Stuff, and he's very, very
he's
correct.
Very correct. He's very correct.
You know, you see, that brings us to the mediocrity here. Keshi almost did the impossible.
He did the impossible.
With little or no resources, we know as things.
Yeah, little or no, that's another thing. There were no resources.
And he went and did this. Now, my problem with Nigeria is that will they get comfortable, will the government get comfortable with the fact now that, with little or no resources, Keshi pulled this trick?
So that means the next tournament,
it actually he works better with this, with little or no resources.
I'm going to say our what's it called? Our patriotic players. Now I'm going to say their club be like their country.
And I don't say, when Jonathan,
and you know the funny
congratulate them. Jonathan, they congratulate them, they pose with the cup. Like say, contribute anything mentally and physically to their victory. You don't see the stadium where these people they train under, the conditions they under. How many people when they discover what is it doing to really support sports and stuff, sports development in the country?
I've not heard anything about that. True, to be honest, nothing has really been done to develop sports in Nigeria.
Jonathan, they carry cup, AFCON, they pose for picture.
Like 8 years, they've not carried the cup in like 8
country. It's irresponsible.
Or what? You know, it brings me to one point again. You know, there's something that there's a player in the Super Eagles camp that I want to pick out single-handedly and use him as a role model and say that, look, I agree that this country might just be not what we want, not what we need. She's not giving us the things we need, but also we cannot neglect her because we also have to fight for it. Victor Moses, the Nigerian player, nationalized British guy who plays for Chelsea in England, who formerly played for Wigan, who had already played for England under 21, under 17, under 21. His parents were killed in a Kaduna riot 15 years ago.
Wow.
Both parents. He went to play football. According to, I don't know the original story, but they said he went to play football, came back and met that his house was burned down. That it was his uncle who took him to London. And the guy still came back to play for this country. I trust Harry Dogo.
I saw that broadcast. Forwarded it sharply. I read it. See the thing now. I like that too.
The guy was, and like one Igbo guy said for when they watched the final, they said, "Hey, this cup brought to you by priest, priest chief, head of monarchy, Almighty Moses." Not be Moses again, no? Moses. Football.
How many goals did he score?
He scored 2 goals in the tournament apparently. But out of the goals we've scored, he was attributed to nearly almost him and Mikel. Those were the 2 people that were causing havoc in the nation's squad. Those were 2 people that were causing havoc in the nation's squad. I mean, I'm just saying that patriotism goes beyond carrying your 2 fingers put on your chest and say, "Arise, O compassion." I don't even have to sing national anthem. Okay.
AFCON
well,
2013 has come and gone.
AFCON 2013 has come and
But the
gone.
lesson to be learned here, I think, is mostly national forgiveness.
Yes.
We should all learn to forgive our country.
Yes.
I know that it is not the problem of our country, but it is the problem of the people who are leading the country.
Yes.
So, if you come back and you discover that your house don't burn down and your parents don't die in this time and age, don't vex. You can still go ahead and discover the solution to Nigeria's electricity problem and give it to them free of charge. No problem.
But you don't say they go cost us for what you talk now. But you don't say they go cost us for comment.
Yeah, they go cost us.
This is what you talk about. They go cost us.
Yes, no problem. It's okay.